She was like, don't go on there. So she showed me through her page, and I was just like, there was this one picture, and I'm going to be real honest with you. It was of a young man whose tongue looked like a foreign apparatus coming out of his mouth. And I was just like,
Jesus,
that ain't normal. And he had like 51,000 likes.
These people are going viral in this group.
This is crazy.
And I mean, there was one with gray sweatpants on.
I didn't see that one.
And y'all. I mean, y'all can just Google gray sweatpants and you will know what I'm talking about. But it was just like, these men are using Beard Game as their Insta hoe.
Yeah, they're like male Insta hoes.
Like, they're like Instagram model. Like, I think it's the equivalent of these women who go on Instagram and they're like, you know.
Oh, but then there are women who are posting like random pics of themselves in provocative manners, and it's just really weird just to watch the behaviors of humans.
It's mating behavior.
It is definitely mating.
Which, you know, it's fine if you're single, but if you're married and you're in there posting thirst traps, get out, sis.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out, bro.
No. Okay, so it came to my attention. Like, what if you are going through there? And, you know, clearly I'm in there only for research. But
obviously,
if you were to be in there and you actually saw, like, someone's name come up as commenting or liking a picture, like, how do you handle that?
Child, all I can tell you is I've always wanted to know. I mean, I need to know.
So would you screenshot like your husband's name or somebody's name under liking that?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't looking for trouble.
And send it to somebody?
I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know, because any friend of mine, I can see their activity in that group. So
yeah,
if they're liking, if they're commenting, it comes up first because that's my, you know what I mean? So it shows that. And just like people saw me join the group.
Did you see somebody?
I mean, people are single.
Oh,
I didn't see nobody's husband. I didn't see nobody's wife. So I feel like, okay. But I need to hurry up and get out of it, because apparently that's the thing. And people are catching wives left or right up in that Beard Gang Matters group, just being nasty.
Nasty.
So stay away, ladies. Okay. This is not an advertisement. This is a warning. Do not go into the Beard Game Matters group unless you are single and looking to mingle.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, now put your hands up in the club, looking for beards. Don't be running around weird.
Shut up. I'm so
sorry.
Is this podcast not a podcast without you breaking into spontaneous
Issa
songs?
makes me happy, so she raps, I sing.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, Mona Lisa, I told you in the last podcast, she is disgusted by your spontaneous songs. So, okay, so the deep part of this, so you don't always have to take it to a whole different level. Besides just women having fun, is like, I'm kind of here for it, because I feel like women have been objectified for so long about parts of their body and boobs and butts and all this stuff, that I feel like it's okay. Like, we are sexual beings, and if you are single and you're not lusting after, you know, things that don't belong to you, I guess, like, I just feel like, okay, you can like a picture, you can comment on a picture. I think the comments are all pretty funny. Some of them are pretty nasty, which is like, you know, those carnal instincts are coming out from you ladies. But, you know, hey, I'm not mad at the fact that you feel like you can look at this man and decide if you like him or not. It's been done to women for years. And
it has.
And you're really just looking at his face. So imagine, it's not even like you're looking at his gray sweatpants. Like, you really are just looking at his face. And if he has a smile or if he doesn't, like, and then these men are very interesting in the fact that they're just posting pictures of themselves. Like, you rarely see men selfies.
It's so funny because one guy was like, my barber told me to put this on
here.
Joker, don't be coming up with no excuse. You know good well you thought that fresh cut was fly.
Right.
And you decided to go ahead and show the world, toot that beard up, boy.
So, you know, I'm here for the selfie culture. Like, it is what it is. Don't make it seem like it's only women that want to show their faces. Yeah. You men are trying to be thirsty or trying to show how cute you are, too. So,
yes.
So go ahead. Like, have fun with it. I mean, I don't know if you're going to find your mate for life on the Beard Gang Matters group, but, I mean, good luck. Because people want to have these marriages, and they want to, you know, look and find and see what they can catch. So, well, phew, I'm glad I got through that one without getting into hot water with world famous.
I know.
I mean, I can leave it
nervous.
Through. Let's leave it now.
Yeah, and we did our part.
You know, thanks for all the research to all my friends on Facebook who wanted to share different pictures and different points of views on it all. Thank you, ladies, and no gents.
No.
I do want to talk about, because I'm pretty comfortable with your two. And you're pretty comfortable with my two as well, our children. Yes. How do you feel about disciplining friends' children?
So, I'm not going to whip my friends' kids.
With a belt? Or
with a belt or hand. I'm not going to pop anybody.
Okay.
But the teacher nature in me, I suppose, and just, I personally need all the help I can get. I'm not even going to try to pretend like, I'm going to be honest with you. I was so thankful on our friendship because you came right in day one up in this house and corrected A and B for something. And I'm like, oh,
look, I don't have to say it. She's already said it.
I'm like, thank you so much just for that backup. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel it as a nod to what your expectations are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
If you call my kids on something, then you know that I wouldn't stand for that.
Absolutely.
Now, if you don't know me and you're not saying nothing, like, by you not saying anything to my kids means you don't know me very well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because we've had plenty of times in church where friends in our small group have called my kids out, and I'm like, thank you, because I'm not there. And you know what my expectations are. You know me well enough to know that Professor and Missy should not be spinning cartwheels during sermon. Like, that's not okay.
Right. Don't just be sitting over there talking about some, ooh, Sharifa key is bad today.
Right.
No.
Do
or
something.
Keisha key is bad.
Because you know if I was there or able to say it, it would be said.
And I know it's going to be said in love. Like, I know you're not, when I hear you correcting my kids, if I'm cooking or whatever I'm doing, trying to prepare for life, you know, while they're running around not doing something I told them to do, I don't ever get like a feeling like, no, she didn't talk to my kids that way, or no, she didn't say that. No, thank you so much for the reinforcement. And I appreciate that.
That's awesome. And I almost felt like when I came in, I was like, oh, someone's bike was in the driveway. You know what I mean?
And that's something that we correct them on all the time. And they
automatically went and did it. So it was
because I have crushed their bikes and tricycles on more than one occasion. So it's to the point now, like, you don't have much left. Okay?
Right, you better.
Because and it's not even, I'm not trying to be funny.
Right.
I literally might be running out in the morning, rushing.
Oh, yeah.
As I do daily.
And that crossed my mind, too, because I was like, if I don't say, like, I wouldn't say anything about it, but I was like, if I don't say anything and she backs up into it, then that's going to be dangerous. So I'm just thinking from a parent's point of view, like, help a sister out.
Right. And if you are with friends that you don't trust to correct your kids or you get offended, that might be something to think about. If I'm around people I don't trust to address my kids,
right?
That's a little, I don't know. Or maybe your ego is such that you don't want to feel as if you can't, or you think that your friends think you can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's not that, it's just.
But then also, remember there was a conversation. The reason why this even came up was because it was a blended family. Mm-hmm. And the mom hadn't really established her.
The stepmom.
Yeah, the stepmom hadn't established her
authority
over
her role.
the situation, period. So she was very sensitive about allowing one of her friends to even discipline if she hadn't figured it out herself. So,
right. And the child responded
right.
to the friend, but the stepmom was very offended, I guess, because she might have had a moment of ego. And said,
or just
she telling her
uncertainty,
what to do.
insecurity,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess in those situations, maybe that's something that would be different. But shoot, if anybody, please help me out. These kids they're out of control, and I need help.
At the end of the day, there used to be a time in life where that happened anyway.
Yeah.
But as, like, you know, that it was always if I got a whooping at my neighbor's house, I'm going to get another whooping when I get home, because it's just that you're going to be in double trouble.
Right.
If you're acting up around my friend, you know, your parents' friends. But, you know, as time has changed and time has gone on, people are more highly offended when you're correcting their children, even if you're doing it out of love or from a place of just really trying to keep them safe. It's the attitude of, don't you correct my kids. Don't nobody have a right to say something to my kids. And I've had parents even say that about teachers. You know, they don't need to be talking to my kids or doing what so-and-so. How are we going to make it 8 hours in the day if we can't address your kids about things without consulting you first? So,
so that trust issue, I mean, it needs to be a certain level of trust. Now, and you know that I feel sad thinking about even trying to spank any of your kids because they're so sweet. But I couldn't even imagine that I would take it even to that level, because I feel that much confidence that they would respond to words.
But one of the perfect examples, and this is not even about correcting my kids, it's just knowing that you have my back with my children, is 4th of July, where the little boy that was not with our group of friends, knocked my child down, and I missed it. And you charged over there about to tackle a teenager.
I went off. I was like, these kids, because it could be anybody's kid, but the fact that it was like, you know, little girls.
And you know good and well, those 2 little girls don't hurt anybody. They're not even rough enough to
These were teenagers playing football around a bunch of smaller elementary age kids. Like, go somewhere else with that.
And I didn't know about it, and for a moment my temper flared up because I was angry, not at you, at them. But then when they said, like, my husband, that doctor came and was like, you see Sharif about to jump on, beat up some teenagers,
fight them kids.
And I was like, no. And you had stepped in immediately, and so my guard let down so quickly, because I was like, okay, that was handled. My friend had my back. She went and handled that.
Yeah.
But
you know, me and teenagers, I feel like I can get with them. And they could have killed me probably, because I don't even know I didn't know the kids. But I knew how to get with them real quick. Exactly. And it was like, I'm not about to tell. I'm just about to address it.
Exactly.
Just like I would hope any of my friends would do if they saw any of our kids, or just any kids in general. Like, that's not right. Who is speaking for the children?
Right. Or who's watching? Who are the gatekeepers if nobody is addressing the issues ever? So that's why people always try to feel like kids, teenagers, people, you know, younger people are running amok, but it's because we as adults are losing our authority and not holding them accountable. So at the end of the day, I feel like we're all in this secret society called moms. You know what I mean? So I look at a parent, I look at another mama that might be going through something in the grocery store, and they're just super embarrassed or super frustrated. And I'm like, listen, I got some of those at the house.
Right.
I understand. So it's just one of those. And, you know, if you're in a situation where you can take the load off, even off a stranger sometimes.
And I've done that too, where I was like, let me help you load your car, because these babies need to get in their car seats and get buckled in.
But we have to be
we
have to be a united front, and that's just about that, you know, it's always that female thing where we're not trying to impress, we're not trying to prove anything to anybody.
Right.
We're being transparent, we're struggling today, or girl, like when my little girl had started going off on that subject at the cookout again, or the fireworks. And I was just like, I just looked at you.
Take her.
And I said, I can't. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to explain it. I looked dead in your eyes and I said, get her, Sharifa. And you just stepped right in.
Because sometimes you just don't have any more words. It's like,
because sometimes they don't even receive your words.
That's true. And that's important. I mean, we can only dream of having people in our lives that could step in, and you already know they're on the same page, the same wavelength, the same, maybe have